Actually, I asked Kevin Archer, you know, if there's anything, you know, I shouldn't say this evening. You've got two things you've got to know about Kevin. Number one, Kevin is a damn full name for a middle-aged man.
Not when I was given it.
Damn boy may act. And no running up in here during me with a microphone. You never know where I'm about to put it. So, back on a table. I'm not going to stick a microphone up another member of staff's backside. Certainly not after the trouble I had last time. There was a radio mic as well, he could still pick up his bowels and skipped it. So I've decided that what Kevin needs is a bit of rebranding, a name with a bit more gravitas. So I thought Archie, Archer. And the middle name has come out of resonance with the teaching of English literature. I thought Darcy. Archie Darcy up. Archie Darcy, no you're not. So I went up to Kevin and I said, well, are there anything, you know, I shouldn't talk about? He gave me quite a long list of stuff, which I personally have taken as a challenge. So have you heard a lot about the suicide bomber with cancer? In the finest sixth form centre in Europe, who was just received his English GCSE results. Oh, I'm making a lot of friends tonight. And he said, "Infidel dogs, my lungs hurt. I got an A star in the mock. Kaboom!" You obviously wouldn't say kaboom. That would be more of a sound effect. It's too easy to take the piss out of suicide bombers and potentially a little dangerous, but I do have to make a mention of a couple of things. The recent group of suicide bombers who were tried in the London court were caught because they decided to train as suicide bombers in a place where they wouldn't stand out, where their activities were to remain secret. So they chose the Lake District. What do you think they'd be able to do? Hide behind sheep whenever a policeman walked past? And at the end of your suicide bombing training course, do you get a certificate? Does it say, "Ha, you are now a fully hyped up fundamentalist psychotic, with no empathy for other human beings at all, well done." And do they have like little sort of camaraderie? Do they have little jokes? You know, "My infidel dog's got no nose. How does he smell? I don't know, I've killed him and his entire family." "Oh, Mohammed, you're a one, you kill me." And indeed many others. I actually taught a Muslim lad how you do at BGS, and he introduced me to the idea of Muslim hell, which bore in canny semblance to Christian hell. I think it's a franchise operation. Sort of like McDonald's. Exactly like McDonald's. Bright lit rooms, people eating their own filth. Anyway, he told me I was going to go to Muslim hell, mainly because I was actually eating a bacon roll at the time. And well, I was also teaching a guy called Ed, who was an evangelical Christian, who told me, you know, I'd go to Christian hell. So we sat down and worked out how I would divide my time. I thought, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Muslim hell. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Christian hell. And Sunday, something even worse, like, I don't know, teaching design. And, you know, we talked about this for a bit, and I was imagining myself dying and ending up, you know, in Christian hell, and, you know, meeting Gibran. And saying, I saw Ed on Monday. He's equally pissed off. Who thought it was going to work out like that? Still, you come with me, we can go make some bookends on Sunday. Always with the bookends, the design department. No matter how much gear they're given, no matter the lathes and the computers, always the bookends. Surprising for people who seem to value books so little. Another department crossed off my list. English tech design, senior management team tech. Actually, my genuine idea of hell is going next door to the female hairdressers next door to get my haircut. I used to go to a male barber's down the road. You know the kind of guy that cuts your hair while smoking a cigarette? Oh, is that grey? Oh no, that's just cigarette ash. Okay. And also, you know, whilst telling me this, he used to explain to me how he thought that, you know, modern footballers were overpaid practising homosexuals in a manner that didn't imply, you know, a positive idea about that lifestyle choice. But now I go to the female hairdressers next door because I'm getting in touch with my feminine side since I had 2 daughters. I'm genuinely concerned that picking my nose might be wrong. When I use the phrase, "I'm fine," I'm really not. I was watching Match of the Day the other night and there was an offside decision. I had no idea why that had happened at all. I thought, that nice young man's run all that way. And he looks really good in that kit. I mean, I'm this close to buying a pony. And you go to the female hairdressers next door and they take one look at you and they just start laughing, which is never good. And then they talk to you as if you're like, you know, people's home. "Did your wife send you?" Yes, I'm recorded first-class delivery. "Do you want a haircut?" "Well, I'm not here to test you for membership at Mensa." And then you realise you said that out loud. And they do that female thing of talking very, very quickly in a monotone. "Oh, that's all right, they might need to come and sit down." And he sat down in front of the magazine rack. And you can choose, you know, Chat magazine, Hello magazine, Hello Chat magazine, Chatty Hello magazine, Banal Crap for Women magazine. The only thing I read in those is the astrological star columns, which are just ludicrous, you know. "This month you will find romance. Decisions at work lead to a large financial reward." What it should say, there should be one entry, it says, "You're the kind of person who reads astrological comments in Women's magazine. We suspect that this month will be exactly the same as last month. Only you'll be 1 month older and a little more overweight. You loser." And then you finally led to your chair and all the women have big-ass chairs that look like they're flying a starship. I don't know, something that resembles a high chair. I'm expecting a woman to come out and feed me pureed beans with a spoon. And of course, by this stage, I actually have so little self-belief and confidence that I just behave like a really sullen 14-year-old. "So how do you like your hair?" "Don't know." "How long do you normally have it?" "I don't care." "Well, you've got to give me some advice. I didn't ask to be born." And then they just like you know, start cutting your hair. They ask you, you know, "What are you doing this weekend? Have you had a haircut?" And then I'll come out later and bricking your windows. And then, of course, the conversation dies up. You have to listen to the other women, actually, in the hairdressers, who are discussing, basically, completely changing their bodies. They're either sucking stuff on or sticking stuff on. They're sucking fat out. They're doing stuff to their eyebrows. They're getting hair extensions. They're getting, you know, breast implants. They're getting bottom implants. Your average woman over 40 now is like a Mrs. Potato Head. You can just swap shit around. No, really, if you're married, get up in the middle of mine. Take it apart so you can put it back together again. And they never used to do this in the gents' hairdressers. They get a mirror out and show you the back of your neck. The one place in the universe you are guaranteed never to see. I have the power to put one person in this room into hell. Do I have any volunteers? Any volunteers at all? No? Hands up? That's a smart move. I'd love to have seen somebody volunteer for that. And that person, of course, is my daughter, Katie Shepherd. What could be the worst thing that a daughter could see in a public place? That's right, her father dancing. Ah, this looks like a pretty public place to me. I'll explain to you how this is going to go. This is dad dancing. Boys, if you're below the age of 30, this is how you will end up dancing. First of all, it's important the bottom is stuck out very slightly. The top half of the body wiggles. But not in time to the music. Occasionally, you will try and do something what you consider trendy, but actually went out before you were born. Like this. is critical. It is vital you don't know any of the words. But you must attempt to sing them. Now, it might be acceptable for a father at a wedding to get slightly lagered up and say, I don't know, do the birdie song. But for maximum embarrassment, one must choose something, say, that a young girl might enjoy. My particular choice here is Avril Lavigne. Are we ready? Music, please.